Good morning, everyone. Time for another live crafting session. Just going to find myself on my iPad, so excuse my arm going across the screen. And there I am. And 1 second. I know this is not going to be muted. So click on this, and there we go, see, there you go. Alright, sorry for the arm again.
Sorry, there's nothing to
Siri decided to come on. What was the go with that? I must have pressed the wrong button. Alright, so good morning. If you are here, say good morning so that I know you are here. I think I saw Margaret jump on. That was before I had an issue and I accidentally brought Siri up and she had no idea what I was talking about. Oh, dearie me. So good morning. Hope everyone is okay and you're having a lovely day so far. Today I wanted to show you a sneak peek from the new Christmas catalogue that's coming out in September. Now, you guys can order from this from the 5th of September to the 2nd of January next year. So, it is really pretty. I can't show you the inside, but I can show you a sneak peek of a product that's coming. Just want to wait a few more minutes and make sure everyone knows that I'm here and I'm live, because you want as many people to see this gorgeous new stamp set I have to show you. Sorry, still really thirsty. So if you're here, jump in, say good morning, let me know that you're here. And I have a feeling I've turned comments off on my iPad. Wow, that would be silly, wouldn't it? Yes, there we go, I did. Good morning, Margaret. Sorry, I just saw your comment. I notice people coming in and going out again. Is there a problem with my connection? I wonder. Well, I'm just going to power on and see how we go. All right, if you are a subscriber to my newsletter, I sent it out last night and there were some wonderful new announcements in there. So it's worth getting onto my newsletter mailing list so you get the news first. I didn't actually put a newsletter only offer in there last night because I want what I've currently got to offer available to everyone. But every so often I will pop in a newsletter subscriber only offer. So you want to make sure that you're on there, otherwise you will miss out. Alright, but the first thing I wanted to show you all was this Simply Chamois. It's my product of the week, if you haven't already noticed it. And I purposely have some dirty stamps so I can show you how easy it is to clean them. See how dirty my chamois is? And it's damp. So I put my hand on there and there's no ink coming off that. So wonderful, wonderful product. Good morning, Donna. Lovely to have you here. Congratulations on earning Greece. That is amazing. You must have worked so hard for that. I actually want to have a chat and get some tips off you later. So if you don't mind, I might message you. To see how easy it is to clean these stamps. I had made a card this morning with these stamps and purposely didn't clean them so I could show you just how easy it is to clean them. Now with the red rubber, I do recommend that you still use our Stampin spritzer every so often to condition the stamps, because it not only cleans but it conditions as well. So if you want to keep your rubber in top quality, if you want to keep your rubber stamps in top quality, then yeah, use the Stampin' Mist every so often just to keep them conditioned. You still can't believe you did it. Oh, it's such an achievement. It's amazing. I'm hoping next year I'm going to go to Maui. Well, I'll earn at Maui next year. All right, so that's it. That's the Simply Chamois. I keep mine in a wood-mounted stamp case. It fits as well in the clear mount stamp cases, but the reason I have it in the wood mount is so that I can keep in there a Stampin spritzer that I've lost. Oh no, what did I do with my spritzer? Anyway, the spritzer's meant to be in there. I've lost my spritzer. I must have used it and I popped it somewhere else. Let me find one so I can show you. Right, here's a spritzer. Right, so I just keep my spritzer in here. So when this starts to dry out, I can just spritz it and then I'm good to go. And then if I'm going anywhere to a class or to someone's place or even crafting in another room in the house, I can just pick this up and I know everything I need is in there. And I'm ready to clean my stamps without any fuss. Okay, so that was my, my special of the week this week is every order over $70 gets a free chamois. Look to the left, that is what my viewers say when I have lost something. Look to the left. Look to the left. Oh, okay, yes. Alright, so that's the chamois. Every order $70 and over gets a free one up until Sunday. So get your orders in to get that. The other thing that I had in my newsletter last night is about our ink pads. Okay. These are our old ink pads and mine are in a pretty horrible state, but you can see they don't stack very nice. They sort of, don't stack at all. They keep wanting to slide. New ones stack like a charm and are so much more compact. So there's 3 new ink pads, there's 3 old ink pads. You can see the difference in size right there and how they stack so much nicer. So if you want to replace your old ink pads now and get the new ones, I recommend that you do. I have a special running until the end of September. Every ink pad you purchase from our coloured ink pads, this is not Versamark, Memento, Stays On or the Whisper White Craft ink, but for any of our colour inks, if you purchase an ink pad, I'll give you the refill for free up until the end of September. Good morning, Sylvia. Lovely to have you here. So well worth getting your ink pads now while I'm offering that special. I will not do that special again for a very long time. So please, it's now is the time to get your ink pads. All right. So what else do I have in my newsletter last night? Christmas events. If you want to get a start on your Christmas cards, I'm only happy to come to you and help you get that done with your family and friends, or we can do it online. So it's like there's something like 14 Saturdays or something, Fridays until Christmas, which is not a lot when you think of it. So now's the time to get your Christmas cards underway. And if you're on this earlier, you would have heard me mention to Donna about how we're trying to, well, Donna's already achieved the Greece trip, but I'm still going and want to try and get my points so I can get an all expenses paid for to cruise to the Greek Isles, courtesy of Stampin' Up. I'm a long way off, but it's not undoable. It's not unachievable. I can do it, but I will need your help. I will need people to purchase from me. So as a little bit of a tease, see, I have so much going on for you guys. As a bit of a help along the way, and I'll put this up on my Facebook page. If you spend $30, you get your choice of a tool. So either an embossing powder, the packet of daubers, the paper piercing tool, the spritzers or the sponges. If you spend $60, then you get choice of some pearls or gems. You can choose either metallic pearls, artisan pearls, the faceted gems or the glitter enamel dots. And I'm going through this really fast because I want to get onto the creating and show you the beautiful card. And then spend $100 and you get the take your pick tool. This is new in the upcoming Christmas catalogue. All right, so if you spend $100 between now and the end of September, you're going to get one of these. They're worth $17 free from me, okay, as a thank you for ordering and helping me try to get to Greece. If you're here as well watching, please share this video and you'll go into the draw for a little prize. So I'm going to use this little tool on today's card so that you can actually see it in action and see how amazing it is. The other thing, which I think might be the last thing I'm going to mention before, no, second last thing, before I get on to the card for today. Don't forget I have a couple of classes by mail happening at the moment that are still open to register for. One is the Colour Your Season class by mail. That is beautiful stamp set and framelits and new watercolour pencil range as well. And the second one is the Stamping by Mail using the Petal Promenade suite. So don't forget to check out what's involved in those classes and register. They are due to be shipped next week. So see how you go with that. What else? Bonus days. Don't forget, every $90 in an order and you will get a coupon to spend in September. It's 10%. So every $90 you spend, you get a $9 coupon to redeem in September. Nothing to sneeze at. Everyone likes free products and free dollars to spend. So don't forget, you'll also get that along with all my lovely specials and offers I have at the moment. That's it. That's all of that admin stuff out of the way. Now we get to create. Yay. Right, so what I'm going to show you is a little sneak peek from the Christmas catalogue that's coming out. So this is First Frost Clear Mount stamp set. Beautiful. I love the flowers. I'm a floral person, if you haven't worked that out by now. A lot of people go, oh, I've had enough floral. Stop with the floral already. No, not me. Can never have enough floral. And this is a distinctive stamp, which means the colour is laid down in layers. It's really, really cool. And it's something that Stampin' Up came up with, and they are actually patenting it. That's really hard to say at the moment, or trying to, or something like that. Anyway, these are beautiful. It comes with matching framelits, which should be on my desk because I need to use them for this card, but I've lost them. Oh, here we go. Matching framelits. Oh, with a dimensional backing. What a bonus. All right, so they're the framelits that go with it. And I'm really slack and I don't have the paper with me right here. It's on the floor the other side of my office, so I just have to show you that at another time. But I haven't used it on today's card. This is today's card that we're going to do. Just using the stamp set and 4 different coloured inks. You could do this with just a couple of inks, but I've decided to use 4 on this. So I think that's a beautiful stamp set, and this was so quick and easy to do. So let's get on with it. All right, now I haven't pre-cut any of the pieces because, to be honest, I only just made this card like 10 minutes ago because I wasn't very organised at all today. I'm sitting on my laptop just fluffing around doing stuff, and then went, oh, look at that. It's 11:15. Oh, I don't have a card made. What am I going to do? And I had to do something from the new catalogue today because in yesterday's live, a couple of ladies asked for, when I asked what am I doing today, they all went, oh, something from the new catalogue. So you're lucky I actually did it because I wasn't going to show anything from the new catalogue until September or the last week of August. So this could be your one and only sneak peek of products from the Christmas catalogue. We'll see. I might be a bit generous and show something later on. Hello, Margaret. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Sylvia. Oh, I'm glad you like that, Sylvia. It's so easy to do. It's amazing. So everyone needs this stamp set. All right, so I'm just going to cut my front panel, which is 5 3/4 by 4 inches. And then that's my front. And then this one I'm going to do for the inside. I'm going to make that a bit shorter, and we will do 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. And it looks like I need a new blade on my trimmer because I'm starting to get fluff. Right, that's it. So this card only has those 3 pieces, and I will need some more to do some stamping and cutting out of the flowers. Right, so I'll leave this here so that you can see it as I'm working. I'll put it on there because I don't need that for a little while. That's my inside. this is my card front. So I'm going to use the vine. So it's just this one here. And you can see how with the distinctive stamp sets it layers the stamp at different strengths, I guess you could say. And some of it is heavier and some of it is lightly inked. When you go to ink up the stamp, it's so easy to look at it and go, that's not inking properly. But it's actually the way they're designed to be. So I'll show you when I've inked this up. Right, so looking at that, you'll go, oh, look, that hasn't inked properly. I've missed half that stamp. Like, that's not going to ink properly. Not going to stamp properly. So you keep going and going until you realise, hang on, this is a distinctive stamp, and no matter how much I put ink on this stamp, that is never going to cover the same as this leaf, for example, because it's designed not to. So all I've done for this card front is simply stamp the vine across the top. See how it comes out? Like a variegated leaf. It's so pretty. And I'm using shaded spruce for this vine. And then another one down the side. Same in the other opposite corner. Quick and easy, this card. Alright, our vines are done. Let me clean the stamp so that I can move it out of the way. If you're here, and oh, sorry about that, was a bit loud. If you're here and you haven't said hello, please do so that I know you're watching. And don't forget to share my video to go into the draw for a little prize. So I send them out at the end of the week. So I normally do 3 lives a week. Tuesday, Wednesdays and Thursdays around 11 AM. If there's something drastic happening in my life and I can make it, then I'll be here. I am looking at changing that, or adding to it, not actually changing, but adding to it and doing another couple of days. We'll see how we go. So this is the old style ink pad, Old Olive, and that's for this sort of, I don't know, twiggy, spindly bit. It reminds me of Baby's Breath. Oh, wouldn't that be good? Yes, embossed in white on a coloured background, and it looked like Baby's Breath. Wasn't that a hit in the 80s in like wedding bouquets and things? Wow. Blast from the past. So I've just simply stamped that at an angle. And I'm not going to worry about this gumph here, how it's all messy looking, because I'm going to cover that with flowers. Alright, so they are now done. Cleaning as we go. Alright, my flowers I have stamped in, and this is, you're going to find this really funny. I've stamped them in Fresh Fig and Berry Burst, but the card I made, card base, is Rich Razzleberry. Go figure. So I wasn't thinking straight when I obviously, you know, picked up the colours I wanted to use, because one of them should have at least been Rich Razzleberry to match the card stock, you'd think. Alright, so this is the Fresh Fig for the big flower. And you'll see this is really noticeable on this one when you talk about ink coverage. Look, that looks like it's hardly inked, and if you had this on another stamp that wasn't a distinctive stamp, you'd go sending that back for an exchange, because that is just terrible. But when you stamp it, isn't that beautiful? That's how it's meant to be. If I'm off camera, let me know. I need 3 of these because I've actually got some on the inside of the card, which I should have stamped really, but when I had the vines out, shouldn't I? Oh, well, never mind. Good morning, Chrissy. Glad you could pop in. Alright, so done that. We have finished with that one for the time being. Now we need Berry Burst. And this is an ink pad I'm going to have to buy a new one of, because I've got this funky thing happening around the side. It's like little balls. I probably should send it back. I've never seen that before on an ink pad. So, or maybe years ago we had a problem with the formula in Real Red or something, didn't we? For those who are demos and watching, I think we had a problem with Real Red a long time ago. But they fixed that up. But my Berry Burst appears to have that problem. Right, how many do I need of these? 1, 2, 3, 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so that's Berry Burst. Really pretty. And I probably should have cut all these out ahead of time, but anyway. Should have stamped and cut them out. What am I missing now? I need to stamp the inside, don't I? And then I will get the big shot out. So let's just stamp this. Now for the inside, I have just done, look at that, that's so pretty. Good morning, Nicole. Lovely to have you here. Right, with the new ink pads, I just want to tell you a quick little tip. Besides getting ink all over yourself like I always do, when you go to close them, they can be quite hard to pull out. So if you were to close this fully, like this, okay, slides in nice and neat and compact, but you only have this little bit here to try and pull the ink pad out and reclose it. If they are fairly new and hard to open, you'll get ink all over you. So what I recommend is until they get worn in a little bit, just don't close it all the way, just sort of to there, and then it gives you a little bit more grip because you can use the base here to help pull it out. Once they're worn in, no problem at all. But just if you're getting inky like I was when I first started using them, then I found that trick to stop me getting so inky. Alright, so don't forget, this will probably be your one and only sneak peek from the holiday catalogue till it goes live. And this is the First Frost, I believe it's called. First Frost set. So pretty. So I'm just going to do on the inside the same as I did on the front. Right, I'm not going to clean that again. You've all seen the Simply Chamois. Isn't it lovely they named it after my business, Simply Stamping? They called it Simply Chamois. No, they didn't. I just think it works in well in my name. And again, the little baby's breath type of sprigs. Alright, so that's the inside done until we cut out all these flowers. So I'm going to bring the big shot in now. Good morning, Leonie. Lovely to have you here. Just put that there. Pop that there. Right, let's bring the big shot in. I have enough space, hopefully. All right. So if you are just joining me, then please don't be shy and pop in and say hello and share my video. Everyone who shares my video while it's live goes into the draw for a prize. So there'll be 3 prizes a week because I do 3 Facebook Lives a week. And I pick a random winner at the end of the week and then send off your little prize. Right. I've taken the top plate off already. Okay, I love that we have framelits with this stamp set because no more fussy cutting. Yay. You want this stamp set. Yep, well, 5th of August. No, 5th of September. Hello. Then you can have it, Chrissy. All right, these are the framelits that come with the stamp set. There's a framelit for just about every stamp, which I love. I love how Stampin' Up! Do that now. If you're not a fussy cutter and you hate fussy cutting, then you're going to be very happy about this. But one thing you'll notice is there's 2 of these, all right? These go around the little flower. There's 2 of these, but only 1 flower. Stampin' Up! Have started to provide extra framelits for certain images, and they're the ones we tend to add multiples of on a card. So most people would do on their cards, like I've done on mine, a large flower and 2 small flowers. So rather than having to run these through twice, you can do it just the once because you stamp it twice and you have 2 framelits. How cool is that? I love the way Stampin' Up! Think. It makes our life so much easier. So that's really cool. Look out for that. I've noticed it in quite a few of our framelits and floral sets lately. Really, really handy. Now I am going to be naughty here and use washi tape to hold my dies in place because I'm using my Big Shot that often, from using embossing folders to the framelits and then to the embossing framelits. It's like I'm changing my platforms quicker than, I don't know, whatever. I can't think of a good saying. But anyway, I do them a lot. I change them a lot. So it annoys me no end when I have to keep changing my platforms a lot. So I just don't. I just use this same one. I don't get the magnetic platform out like I probably should. And I just use washi tape. Good old washi tape. But you really should use a magnetic platform. So, because the washi tape will, and does quite often, tear the cardstock. I know it tears the Whisper White, I don't know about other colours, but it tears the Whisper White. So you've got to be really careful that when you are putting your washi tape on, it's not over a spot that you have stamped that you want to cut out, or over a piece of the cardstock that you do want to stamp on and use. Right, so there's one not done. How cool is that? Good morning, Karen. Lovely to have you pop in. How are you? Don't forget to share so you go into the draw for a little prize. And I'm starting to get quite a stack of stuff to give away, so got to be in it to get it, don't you? See? Look at that. That has just torn my Whisper White. I don't actually tend to die cut like this, where I have to use a framelit on a stamped image in the other colours of cardstock. So I'm not sure if it does it in other colours, but I know Whisper White is notorious. I think it's because it's a little bit different. It's manufactured differently maybe, because I know it feels lighter. It's the same GSM as our other papers, our other cardstocks, but because of the process it goes through, it actually feels lighter. So that could be why it tears more often. So don't do what I do. Get your magnetic platform out and then you won't have that problem. You won't be wasting any paper. You use removable Scotch tape rather than washi, Sylvia. Oh, that's a good idea. Is that like magic sticky tape stuff you can get? That's a brilliant idea, actually. I wouldn't have that problem then, would I? Very good. Thank you for that tip. I'm going to try that. Okay, so talk amongst yourselves, because like this is probably very boring watching me cut out all these flowers. Or you can tell me what you've all been crafting, and if you've got the holiday catalogue yet, what's on your wish list. I should say your shopping list, because, you know, if you love it that much to write it down or think you want it, then you're actually going to buy it eventually, aren't you? Oh, and those people who don't have a holiday catalogue and have requested one from me, they will be in the mail by the end of the week. If you haven't requested one from me, please do so. Just let me know your address and I can get you one. And if you are a customer of mine and you have purchased from me in the last 6 months, you'll just automatically be sent one. I've got one already with your name on it, ready to go in the post. And this catalogue is really nice. I say that every time this catalogue comes out. But Stampin' Up! Have outdone themselves again and made some gorgeous products. I don't know how they come up with the ideas all the time. It just amazes me. Some really pretty things in there. And you know, you've got to actually see it in person. Don't wait for the catalogue to go online on the Stampin' Up! Website and then look at it and think that's all you need to do. You need to see it in person, because things look so different in person. When I first saw it, I went, oh, ho-hum, just another catalogue. But that's because I was looking at it online. And when I actually got it in my hands, it's like, oh my gosh, my wish list, my shopping list just exploded. It's an amazing, amazing catalogue. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is stick on our flowers, and I want to cover this bit. So I'm going to like angle them. I don't want them off too much off the card front, because then they'll stick out from the card, and we don't want that too much. They can a little bit, but if they stick out too much, you actually can't close an envelope. So just one there, and this is purely just to cover all that mess of my corner. And then the bigger one is going to be on dimensionals, which I've lost. Here we go. So if you were watching my Facebook Live or seeing my Facebook Live from a few weeks ago, I did the Notes of Kindness card kit. And they give you dimensionals for the project kits. And these dimensionals I'm using today are still left over, would you believe, from that Notes of Kindness card kit. That's how many they give you. More than what you need, which is fantastic. Alright, so this is the bottom of the card, so I want to make sure that it's definitely not going to be over the edge too much. And just a little bit of glue on the back. With that liquid adhesive, you really don't need much at all. So don't go overboard with it, because it will squish out the corners. And if I missed a flower, help. No, it's hiding under my dimensionals. Tricky. Okay, so that's going to be my bottom, because I don't have these out as much as I do these ones. So I'm going to stamp the sentiment. I could bring in the Stamparatus and stamp it, which is the easiest thing to get your sentiments straight. But I have a mess on my desk and my Stamparatus is buried. So I'm going to just wing it and hopefully I get this straight. But I am going to use my grid paper as a guide. Hopefully my head doesn't get in the way. So what I'm lining up is the straight bit of that stamp with my grid paper. And that will help me know if it's straight. It's a little bit up this way. So when I stamp, I'm going to marginally angle it ever so slightly. Which way? So I'm going to get it wrong. Hang on a minute. Okay. I'm going to angle the right hand side just down a fraction. So that's straight. I want it a fraction down. Oh, how good is that? It's pretty cool. Good morning, Cleta. Lovely to have you here. Alright, so now that panel is done. We're going to add the sequins in a minute. We've done the inside panel. No, we haven't. We need to add the flowers to our inside panel. What was I thinking? Alright, so again, just to cover up our mess of vines. Now these can hang out a little bit more because I've made this piece of card. Good morning, Lorraine. Lovely to have you here. I've made this piece of card a bit shorter, a bit smaller than the actual card. So it gives me a bit more room to hang over the pretty flowers. Oh, that's right. This one I don't want on a dimensional because it's inside. So I don't want to add bulk to the inside of the card or it won't sit flat and be very nice. So we just pop that one over the top. Now, grab the card base. We're just going to glue this inside. Is that straight? Me and my crooked eye, you just never know. Okay, if you've recently joined my video, please share it and you'll go into the draw for a little prize. I need a new trimmer. You know how I know? Look at the fluff. I'm not a new trimmer, a new blade on my trimmer. I'll fix that later. Okay, I just want to burnish it a little bit more because I didn't do it enough. Okay, and then this just goes on the front. And then I'm going to show you the Take Your Pick tool, which is coming in the Christmas catalogue. So this is your second, this is going to be your second sneak peek from the Christmas catalogue. I'm not sure I've cut that paper right, but anyway, that'll do. I don't think it's quite short enough. All right, now we're going to add some sequins on. Please forgive me, these are retired sequins, the frosted sequins. I don't think I've got any others, so these are the first ones that I grabbed. This is the Take Your Pick tool coming in the Christmas catalogue. If you place an order with me $100 or more from now until the end of September, you'll get one of these free from me as a special little bonus, because I'm still trying to earn my way to the Greek Isles on the all expenses paid trip from Stampin'. So this is it. Comes with instructions, but I'll step you through it. Let's move these out of the way so they're not distracting. So this is the tool. Nice little barrel here with some grips, and it's like a rubber stuff, so it's not slippery. This end, good morning Alia. This end is a sticky putty to pick up sequins and things like that. This is a paper piercing tool and a, I don't know what you call it. Oh, I've lost the name of it. It's like a little spatula. So with this one, the lid just pops off. Don't screw it, try and screw it off, because to get more putty out, you actually screw this little bit. So when your putty loses its stick, you just turn this to get a little bit more out, okay? You pull this off, the bit off, you break that bit off that's not sticky anymore. Turn this and get a little bit more out. It is fantastic. I'm going to use that in a minute. And the tool actually comes with a spare in there. So you get a spare putty head. This end locks in. So you've got a lock and an unlock tool. All you do is take the lid off first, twist it to the unlock, and then pull it out. So this is your spatula end. This is really good for picking up pearls and rhinestones and things like that off those sheets and sticking them on your project. And this side is your paper piercer tool. So this is good for brads or just making like holes in your cardstock in patterns, doing a bit of paper piercing. Wonderful, wonderful tool. So you slide that back in, and there's a little indent there and grooves on this one, and it locks in. There's a little channel there. So all you do is follow the groove and then twist it around to lock it, and it won't come out. And put your lid on. This end is interchangeable with some scoring tool, or the I can't remember what the proper name is for these. Someone will know and tell me. These ball ends are perfect for scoring and doing your paper form, flower forming. So if you've got 3D flowers you want to make and you curl the petals to make them lift and curl, this end is quite good for that because it's a little bit bigger than the other end. But you also get a finer end as well. So this is really good. I hope eventually they bring out an even bigger ball end, because that would be cool. Stylus. Yeah, see, Alia, I knew someone would know. Thank you for that. Yeah, so that's really cool. That's just interchangeable on the end. So you would just undo this, put this one in, and you're ready to go. Really, really cool tool. And I can't believe it is only $17. Like, that is amazing. And if you want one and you don't want to pay for it, just place an order with me of $100 or more and you'll get one for free until the end of September. So I'm going to show you now how to use the putty end. Right, I'm going to change this to the, wait, I should take the lid off first before I twisted that. Go in there, can't see what I'm doing. Let me take the end off first. I want to turn this one around because I want to use this picker up end to put my glue dots on my card front. Right, so I just got my glue dots. Going to use this. You know I'm going to end up calling this a pokey tool because I call my other paper piercing one that I've got a pokey tool. So it's officially now, from now on, going to be called a pokey tool. So I just put my glue dot down. And then we're just going to put sequins on them. So quick and easy. And I'm sure a lot of people don't use sequins because they are a pain to get picked up and stuck down. Just going to put the lid on that so that I don't poke myself. All right, take my lid off. Remember not to twist the lid, just pull it off. And then I'm going to want a pink sequin. So let me find one that's facing upside down. Pick up my pink sequin. Whoops, hang on. Oh no, you're around the wrong way. All right, I've got my sequin. How easy is that? All right, pop it down onto my glue dot and it's in place. So quick and easy. The longest part of this is going to be finding a sequin the right way up because I'm too lazy to tip them out. And one more, there's one there. Look, how easy is that? Oh my gosh, my life has been transformed. That is amazing. So there you go, the take your pick tool. And I can imagine that in time, Stampin' Up! Are going to come up with a lot more tools for this end. So a wonderful, wonderful tool they have introduced. But that's it from me today. So that's the first Frost stamp set with the matching framelets. The Take Your Pick tool. So they're the new products from the Christmas catalogue that is coming up. If you want one and you don't have one, please let me know. And if you missed everything I went through at the start, please go back and watch the replay to catch all that because I have some wonderful things on offer at the moment. There's free ink refills. There's bonus product to earn depending on your order value. What else do I have? There's classes to sign up for. Don't forget that it's bonus day. So all that I went through at the front of the video. I'm not going to go through it all again now. Each thing that I have going on at the moment will be an individual post on my page as well. So make sure you jump on there and find out all those details. But thank you for watching me. And I hope to be back tomorrow with another live crafting session. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And I hope you all get crafty really soon. Thanks for being here.